Perhaps they were pretty, but they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were a punishment too good for them, if they should have any allegiance in them being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dombriny.
First, who think you the most heartless man to be constable?
Hugh Oatcake, sir, or George Sequel, for they can write and read.
Come hither, neighbor Sequel.
Hither, neighbor Sequel. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is the gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Which, Master Constable?
You have. I knew it would be that. Well, for your favor, sir, why give God thanks and make no boast of it? And for your reading and writing, let that appear when there is no need of such vanity. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch, therefore obey you the lantern. This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrant men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if they will not?
Why, then take no note of him, but let him go, and presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of a name.
If he will not stand when he is beaten, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable, and none to be endured.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman, for I do not see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your bills not be stolen. Well, you are to call at all the alehouses and bid those that are drunk and get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why then, let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not, then the better answer. You may say they are not the men you took.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him, by virtue of your office, to be no true man, and for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why, the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
By your office you may, but I think that the touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is, and steal out of your company.
You have always been called a merciful man, Martin.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse will be sleeping will not hear us?
Why then depart in peace and let the child wake her with crying, for the ewe that will not hear her lamb when it baws will never answer a calf when it feeds.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of the charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If ye meet the prince in the night, you may stay him.
Nay, by a lady that I think he cannot.
5 shillings. 5 shillings to one on it, with any man that knows the statutes, he may stay him. Marry, not without the prince be willing, for indeed the watch ought to offend no man, and it is an offence to stay a man against his will.
By a lady, I think it be so.
Well, masters, good night. And there be any matter of way chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsels, and your own, and good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us go sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
One word more, honest neighbors. I pray you watch about Signor Leonato's door, for the wedding being there tomorrow, there is a great coil tonight. Adieu, be vigilant, I beseech you.
What, Conrad?
Peace, Stormlight.
What, Conrad? Conrad, I say!
Here, man, I am at my elbow.
Mass, and my elbow itched. I thought there would a scab follow.
I will owe thee an answer for that. And now, forward with thy tale.
Stand thee close, then under this penthouse, where it drizzles rain, and I will, like a true gunherd, utter to all. Therefore, know I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible that any villainy would be sold so dear?
Thou shouldst rather ask, if it were possible any villainy should make be so rich, for when rich villains have need of poor ones may make what has they will.
I wondered at it.
That shows thou art unconfirmed. Thou knowest that the fashion of a doublet, or hat, or a cloak is nothing to a man.
Yes, it is the piano.
I mean the fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Tush! I may as well say the fool's the fool, but seest thou not what a deformed thief this fashion is? Didst thou not hear somebody?
No, 'Twas the vein in the house.
Seest thou not, I say, what a deformed thief this fashion is? How giddily it turns about all the hot bloods between 14 and 5 and 30, sometimes fashioning them like Pharaoh's soldiers in the Ricci painting, sometimes like God Bel's priests in the old church window, sometimes like the shaven Hercules in the smirched wormy in tapestry, where his codpiece seems as massy as his club.
All this I see. I see that the fashion wears out more pattern than thou man. But art thou not thyself giddy when the fashion too, then thou hast shifted out thy tale to tell me of the fashion.
Not so, neither. But know that I have tonight wooed Margaret, the Lady Hurl's gentlewoman, by the name of Hurl. She leads me out at her mistress's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vilely. I should first tell thee how the Prince Claudio and my master, planted and placed and possessed by my master Don John, saw afar off in the orchard this amiable King England.
And thought thy Margaret was here?
2 of them did, the prince and Claudio, but the devil my master knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oath which first possessed them, partly by the dark night which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy which did confirm any slander that Don John had made, went away Claudio enraged, swore he would meet her as he was appointed next morning at the temple, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw overnight, and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name, stand. Call up the right, Master Constable. We have here the most dangerous piece of lechery ever found in the Commonwealth. And one deformed is one of them. I know him, he wears a look.
Masters, masters!
You'll be made bring deformed forth, I'll warrant you. 2, 1.
Masters, never speak. We charge you. Let us obey you to go with us.
We are like to prove a goodly commodity when taken up with these men's bills.
A commodity in question, I warrant you. Come on, we'll obey you.
Charge you in the prince's name, stand!
You weren't in the video. I thought you were gonna pop up against the wall.
But that's what Sequel does. Sequel
He's
pops
gonna
them
come
over
out
there,
this
and
way.
I have to pop them over
Oh,
here.
why then take no note of it.
Well, sir.
Half of it.
Oh, smile.